I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but here, I'll lift it up just a little bit. Okay, so here's the deal, you guys. People have been asking me to make a video on the way I make my soaps and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be making any soaps today. What I am going to do is I'm going to show you two different batches of soap that I did make the other day that are ready to be packaged up, and I'll talk about them a little bit. But I just wanted to give you this little bit of an introduction and go ahead and basically, tell you what I'm going to be doing, as well as the other stuff that I do. I am a survivalist. I do love being in the woods. I haven't taken my camera out in the woods in over a year. I do have a good camera now, so I am going to be taking the camera out into the woods. I'm going to be showing you guys the different kinds of soap that I make. I'll be showing you guys my store, which is actually in the mall. So you guys can actually, if you're near my area, you can come into the mall, purchase my things, and so on and so forth. I am going to be purchasing stuff from websites, and I'll be opening the packages on video. So basically, this is just an introduction with the showing you of the soaps that I do have available at this point before I package them up. I do gift baskets and everything, so if you guys wanted to purchase some gift baskets from me, leave a comment and I will I'll get back with you. I will show you gift baskets later at a later date, showing you and explaining to you what all is inside the gift baskets, and I do ship them throughout the United States. I do not ship outside the United States. So if you're interested in gift baskets or any of my products that I have, anything that I do have, you can purchase from me, including the supplies that I get and everything else. I can actually sell them to you and get them to you at a decent cost, not necessarily better than what you might be able to find it at, like a discount store or maybe even Walmart, but I will be able to get it to you at a decent cost. It will not be retail cost. So if you see anything that I do have on any of my videos, and were wondering where to get it and how much and stuff like that, just let me know in the comments, like I said, and I'll be able to get back with you. Okay. All right. So here is one of my soaps. Oh, and my Bible's in the way. Sorry. Let me get my Bible out of the way for you. Okay. So this, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to turn my tripod around. This is pine tar soap. Now, most people, they don't like the white pieces in here. They try to pick them all out. Okay. I have found that the white pieces give it kind of like a marbled look to it, and I think that's unique. Most people will pull out all of those white pieces when they're cooking their soap and everything. This is the only soap that I do that I cook the soap. I don't actually cook the rest of the soaps that I make. Pine tar is real hard to work with, and if the lye touches it, it almost sets up immediately, and it's really hard to work with. It has to be a certain temperature to keep it loose, and therefore, so that you can mix it up and pour it into your molds. So I cook everything, and then at the end I add the pine tar to it, and then I mix it all up, and as it's starting to harden, I stop mixing and put it into my molds, and that's what gives it the marble look. I scrape the sides completely so that the whole batch is like that. Okay. Each batch gives me 7 bars of soap, and it gives me a couple of sample bars or sample pieces, such as this. I mean, they're not much bigger than the end of my thumb. Actually, they're probably about the end of my thumb where my knuckle bends. So I mean, there's that, and then I do hand soaps as well, which are a little bit bigger, and they're definitely thicker. So I do that as well as just regular bar soap. But that one there was unscented that I showed you. Now the scented one has, mm, gosh, that smells so good. It has pine needle, the pine needle essential oils and lavender essential oils, and it really covers up the pine tar smell. Um, I was kind of curious how that would work, and Kim from Essential Soaps, which I will put her link into the bottom of my uh, description box, and you can go check her channel out too. So Kim from Essential Soaps, she likes to pull out. I mean, look at this one. This one is mostly brown. It has just a couple of white spots in it, but for the most part, it's really, really, really uh, uh, good for the skin. It helps the pine tar helps to cure. Well, I won't say cure. It helps with dry skin. So does the essential oils, the lavender, and the tea tree oil. Just a few drops of tea tree oil actually helps with the dry skin and bacterial and stuff like that. So this bar of soap is really, really good, and it really didn't cost very much to make. The recipe that I used, I think it cost me maybe $2.30 a bar to actually make it. So if you really are, stuck with a bunch of dry skin and everything, that would be the way to go. Another thing is bar soap that's like uh, oatmeal, goat's milk, and honey. The oatmeal dries you out. Um, it sucks all the moisture out of your body, but it's good for exfoliating. So if you have dry skin, don't use the goat's milk, honey, and oatmeal because it will dry you out. Now, I'm thinking about doing just a goat's milk and honey bar because it is very, very moisturizing that way, and without the without the oatmeal, it's going to basically be a moisturizing bar, and it will help with the dry skin and stuff as well. So there's all the soap that I did. There's 1.5 batch. I do double batches, which most people will call that 2 batches. But this one here is 1 batch. This one here is another batch. This one here is another batch. Now these all were done in the same mold. I've already taken a couple of these out and given them to my sister because she has really dry skin. My mother's coming up for vacation, and and so is one of my nephews, and they both have eczema and stuff. So I'm giving them one of those. That's why some of these are missing on the one side. They're also very sensitive to scents and smells and stuff like that. So the only thing I can do is give them the unscented stuff. So that's part of the reason why I made the unscented. But I wanted to try it out, and this was my first time doing it, and I think it just came out wonderful. It's a really hard bar soap, like you would expect a bar soap to be. Um, so it's just a matter of you know what what to do with it, and what to put in it afterwards and stuff like that. So I'll throw the ingredients down in the description box along with Kim's you know homepage or whatever, and you guys can go take a look at that and stuff. And I mean, she's the one that really got me looking into the different kinds of soap. I was just putting scents in my soaps, and I was still selling them for $5 a piece, and I didn't realize that scents and essential oils were different when I first got started a few years back, and now I have a store that I sell my stuff in, and I have, I do a lot of paracord stuff, so it's just a matter of all the different things that I do. I want to be able to get on video, so that's why I chose the screen name that I chose, and am able to get things done and get it taken care of the way that I really wanted it to be taken care of. So, let me put this down and readjust you guys, because you kind of came forward a little bit because of the way I was holding you. But, whoop, my tripod's not wanting to. Whoa! And you just came off the tripod. Well, that was weird. I heard a beep. It sounded like it shut off on me. Apparently not, because when I went to look at it, I was staring at my legs. So, alright guys. Well, I just wanted to give you an idea of what was going on with me, and how things are going and stuff. So, I do have another YouTube channel that I'm not really going to be using anymore. There were certain things on there that shouldn't have been on there, and I've deleted most of them, but they're still kind of on there. Some things are still on there. So, alright guys, well, I will talk to you later. And remember, like and subscribe.